Oh, we're live. It didn't bug out with the
Oh, the queue.
didn't do that.
That's good.
All right. Well, good morning. Welcome back to the Collect. It's Friday. It's the 18th of September. We are hoping for good price action, just like we had yesterday. Yesterday was really good. Today already does not look as good. I'll break down that in the analysis. While I'm already able to kind of guess. Yesterday coming into the morning, right? We had from London session this expansion and these imbalances, right? That was London session. Yeah, London session expanded. We had these imbalances. We were expecting the retracement. And then right off of open, we had the 15-minute breaker here. And that was used to deliver. It formed S&T, wicked up, and still held those imbalances. So having the hourly fair value gap to trade into and the S&T formed, it's good price action. What I am looking at for today, since we took out the all-time highs and we have this swing low here to high, we have this dealing range from the S&T at the lows. Right now, I'm looking at, well, it's mostly the 4 hour.
Yeah, 4 hours in a bit of a consolidation.
On the 4 hour, we see the 2 a.m. candle opens, wicks down, trades to a 15-minute order block, which is that blue line, and below sell side, closes right back at the equilibrium. That's the dealing range from yesterday I was talking about. Then the 6 a.m. candle expands and takes out this internal buy-side liquidity, or internal range buy-side liquidity, which is just about consequent encroachment of this wick. So not quite reaching into the previous day's New York PM high or the buy side, which would be considered all-time highs, right? If we go down to the daily, we see that the daily is very bearish. Holy crap. Maybe. It's very bullish looking. But looks are sometimes deceiving when the candles aren't fully printed yet.
Well, Wednesday reversal, low of the week. So you expect Thursday to expand, which we got yesterday, and then Friday, you also expect to expand.
I thought it was not.
Yeah, if it midweek reversal, I think it expands into Friday.
Okay.
So previous day's high. The daily just also supports expansion, because yesterday was a large expansion day.
Okay.
So ideally, you want
while
to
you're
see.
talking, we're currently dumping
Yeah,
off of the premium imbalance.
we don't have any SMTs at the lows.
Yeah.
So I wanted to see some sort of move lower before looking to take any longs.
My next touch point was hold on, I gotta look at my pre-market analysis. I said I'm watching the premium array on NQ above the internal range bias liquidity, waiting to monitor how we hold the bullish structure and how we react off of this. And that's obviously this blue box, which, right, say I'm on the 15-minute, that's then a 15-minute imbalance. And then this is the most premium buy side. And I mean, what I would be watching is this. If we get an aggressive 15-minute down closure through there, then I look to target this sell side here. And you ask why I do that. Well, it's the most premium imbalance in the range, and we have this range that we're consolidating at equilibrium in. So I could drag your attention over to here. It is almost the exact same setup. We have internal range buy side, and then a premium imbalance, and then we have the exact same kind of, if we got this 15-minute breaker, then we'd be bearish below the sell side. Now, why could we possibly drop lower? Well, we haven't traded to this equilibrium on NQ for sure. Do have somewhat of relative equal lows. If this high at all-time highs is wanted to be left for a future date, we would get this move lower now.
Well, something else to note is the previous day's high has not been traded to on any of the indexes, but YM has a different high as the previous day's high.
Which one is it?
Because yesterday we never actually traded to the high a day when NQ got the reversal and traded to all-time highs.
Oh, so it was at 8:15 in the morning.
So the high that we formed on NQ actually just got taken on YM. So there is SMT with that specific high, but it isn't the previous day's high.
Yeah. I should state that I am bullish until I'm proven wrong. Maybe that wasn't clear. Right, when I look at the if I look at the other structure, it does look more bullish, but what I am anticipating is it to be invalidated. But I'm watching. You know, I always have both cases outlined. I've got one that I favor a bit more, which today, aligned with all the overnight structure, is longs. Like when you look at the hourly, you have us trading into this hourly imbalance with the wick, trading back into it here. It's still holding it, right? Then you have this down move on the hourly. We close up above. We have an hourly breaker. I can even mark that out. Just in case we trade back into it. And then right here, we've got the 9 o'clock candle, and we're kind of just wicking around. So that's what I'm waiting for, is a little bit of clear up. This is the 4 hour. Like I was talking about how it has that the close right at equilibrium with the 2 a.m. candle, and then 6 a.m. opens right above it. Ideal scenario for a expansion at 10 o'clock would be us closing about there, even higher, which would be confirming. It would be forming this order block, which I would like because of the down move. And then yeah, current weekly range equilibrium is all the way down there. We are definitely consolidating on the 4 hour though.
Yeah, so YM is the weakest. It took the hourly low that's inside the hourly gap there at 6 in the morning here. But I'd like to see if we can get below London's low on YM.
Dude, even ES's all-time high isn't the same as NQ.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got the same one as YM.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. We are getting some big up close candles here. So we do have a 50-minute order block right at the very bottom of it, the rejection block. Trades into it. If I go on to the 4 hour, we kind of, not quite there. We are getting definite aggressive movement. What is that? It's a nice 50-point run. So that means we're about 50 points from 34 points from the high there.
Just a little internal manipulation of YM might be all we get. I do want to see this 4 hour candle close though.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely cash for the first little bit of today. Yeah, for sure opening range. So that's the next 3 minutes, the first 15 minutes, but I'll probably just extend it to 10. Makes sense. Watching ES here.
And if it just runs the previous day's high, then I'm fine with that because I can't frame anything super good right now.
We'd have a 5 minute change in state. Oh yeah, we just hit 20 subscribers too. We're gonna bring that up.
Oh yeah.
I don't even get notifications when we get subscribers. Like that happens. But we have also hit 100 hours of watch time, and I do think that's all me.
Dedicated.
Okay, just change the title a bit. So what we're looking at, ES is quite a bit more bearish than NQ. Yeah, so ES has got that imbalance that we have right on open there, right at 930, and we are holding that. NQ is almost inversing this imbalance. I do want to see if it runs.
I actually wouldn't mind a move lower though.
Well, I'd want to be in it too.
Like not a super aggressive move lower. I'm just talking like just a retracement of some sort. Top for a better trade.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd like to see YM trade to London's low, and then NQ trade maybe below some of these internal lows.
Second off.
The other reason I'd like to see YM take London lows because then we could frame the low day. Because as of now, the low day isn't backed by SMT or anything. So at least if we get the internal manipulation, I could look to frame the low day. But because we've already had a move lower on NQ and started to get the expansion, we've expanded like 130 points. I don't want to see us retrace all the way back down to London's low on NQ. I'd like to see NQ stay within its range of London low to the current high that we have. And then let YM, the weakest asset, manipulate the low. And then look to frame the reversal. Yep.
I figured we would.
Okay. So
Oh, there's the PM
yeah,
session high.
yeah. So the SMT with YM at the internal low from pre-market, I guess, is all we're gonna get. Honestly, didn't even see like a super good entry off that either. If you were to take it.
Hold on, sorry. I was doing a Twitter post. Um, no, so I was looking at the 5 minute. 5 minute did not get that change in state. What we did see was a 1 minute change in state, and they did hold this imbalance, but that's it. And it was just the bullish bias that delivered. We have the 15-minute order block, 50-minute fair value gap. Those are still holding. But your internal model isn't that good because when you trade down all the way to wait, hold on. Well, did you have this S&T marked up?
No, I have an SMT marked out with the low inside the hourly gap with YM.
Well, there's one internal with ES, and then right off the expansion, you get the fair value, you get the overblock. So I mean, I guess if you're looking for longs, you see something there.
I'm just saying like this internal structure off the SMT isn't.
What S&T you talking about?
Well, it just doesn't matter. You have this one, I have this one, but like just to catch this move,
Go to the 1 minute. What are you talking about? Like 5 minute internal structure?
just anything. Like the 5 minute change in state didn't happen until like at the buy side. The 3 minute didn't happen. There's the small 1 minute breaker, I guess, but there was no like inversion or anything. It was really wicky.
Oh, that's why I didn't take it, but I can say there was a potential to get in.
Okay, we took previous day's high.
So
See how we react off this.
I'm honestly thinking it's going to be a rejection. I don't think we follow through a previous day high today. I wouldn't take that long though. As much as I was bullish, it just didn't feel like my kind of long. I mean, if there was an inversion to the left,
If the internal structure was a little bit cleaner, yeah.
like if we had the inversion to the left, and then if we didn't have the big down candle, the big up candle, the big down candle, the big wick candle, and the big up candle, because that does feel like consolidation. You have to be really bullish to take that and put faith into it. Yeah, pretty much instant reaction off of that. A bit tricky here for bias now. You take with all-time highs.
We did take it on yours, hey?
The all-time highs?
Yeah.
Well, the buy side, hold on. Yeah, we did.
Okay. wonder if we'll get an internal sweep of that high because it's pretty much equal. Like it did take it by like a point, not even quarter of a point.
There's no Brampton, Ontario, 60% Indian.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Okay, there's 10 a.m. right there. I'd like to see an internal manipulation of these highs.
If we're gonna do that before going lower.
If we're
Really
gonna
good.
if we're gonna get some sort of like a sell off, because we do have S&P previous days high, and the TGIF level for the week lines up with London's low. But I would want to see internal manipulation of the high, and then I'd like to see probably this 3-minute inversion.
Or if we just deliver off the fair value gap. Although, yes, the internal manipulation would be really good. I'm just looking at ES2. It has that S&T. If we go and do the internal manipulation, does ES take the high? I don't know. It has got the bearish S&T though. This is 10 a.m. So
yeah,
we do have a very bullish 4-hour close though. Like, do you want to fade that? That's the question. It's just really hard because it's at all-time highs. If we weren't at all-time highs, it'd be clear. Because we would.
The reason I like it is because there is no established low day, in my opinion. Like London's low was just trading into like the 4-hour wick, I guess, or the hourly wick.
I guess it has a 15-minute order block, but it was still holding this hourly imbalance from yesterday.
Yeah, but there was no like SMTs or anything off of it. So if we're gonna get a sell off, I would want it to be quick.
Well,
like if we don't, like I know I'm talking like if we don't take this internal high and then immediately dump lower, I wouldn't even consider reversal at that point.
But also, it's hard to have a long. For me, it's really hard to take longs once all-time highs have been taken.
Oh, exactly.
I can long to them, but if it just keeps running, I only have one thing that I look for. If it runs to up here, the only thing I could possibly trade would be this this leg here. That's the only thing I could trade. But preferably, once we are above that high, we are doing something like this. I just want to watch these imbalances and see if they, like, if we start getting displacement and we really start running here, start looking for shorts. Oh,
Actually, looking at it off that SMT, there was a 5-minute inversion, small 5-minute inversion.
eh. It's not even an imbalance on the 1 minute.
Yeah.
If there was a good inverse on the 1 minute here, that would have been the trade for me. Now we have this inversion. Looking at it running to that high from 953, and then that's going to be the internal sweep. Hopefully SMT with ES. Then we've got this slow kind of up move to displace through. Holy crap!
Dumping.
I wasn't even looking at that. Well, if we get what I'm looking for sure, it's still fine. That's amazing.
You in a short or what?
Yeah. Hey, well,
We're not putting that on repeat for another 6 hours, hey?
it's very tricky.
I'm not gonna short this 5-minute inversion.
I need a bit. You're not.
No.
I need a bit more displacement. Is what I was gonna say. That's in 4 minutes, though. You know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna sit tight here. Just because the hourly candle and the 4-hour candle is super bullish. So I almost want to wait for like that, like a 15-minute change in state.
They're not bearish yet. This could just be the sell side internal manipulation.
I do still want to see that internal high taken, yeah.
You could long to it.
Yeah, a little internal SMT here.
Just
I wouldn't take this, but I'm gonna
to go
I'm gonna work it
lower.
out.
You would want that internal manipulation.
Yeah. Because there's no targets above, just all-time highs.
Well, you
I
could run
wouldn't
it
take
past
this.
it a bit.
I'm just gonna read this.
You should just take it.
1 minute
Take read
version
it.
there.
You should just take read it, not tape read it. Go in 8 contracts right now.
It's a 1 hour to all-time highs.
Go a little bit above all-time highs. It's 2 hour. I'm not saying take this straight though. Like to people watching the live stream, I'm just working it out. It does. Well, to force my bearish bias would be to want it to just dump now. Because of the internal manipulation, the underlying structure of the S&T lows, and the lack of displacement.
And we're holding that 5-minute gap really nicely as well. So this will run to the internal high.
We also could just be consolidating. Watching that. It's funny. I do like it for continuation, though. I actually do not mind the trade.
Like if we wouldn't have taken all-time highs, if we would have put in relative equal highs, I would for sure be in this.
Off of the, what if we get
This
change in
1 minute,
state?
this 1 minute inversion.
You'd be in there.
If we didn't take all-time highs, but because we took all-time highs, I would not consider this trade.
I don't know. I'm just thinking about it. It's like I don't feel good about the trade. Like if I were to take it, I'm doing a little bit of like a check on myself. It's like I wouldn't feel as comfortable taking this as like the trades yesterday. On the long side, of course. Just it's not my trade. It feels forceful because we want to see it take the high one more time to then go lower. It feels like I'd be forcing the.
Well, yeah, because it's not a draw on liquidity.
No,
It's just in order for us to want to trade to a better draw on liquidity, we need to move higher first.
somebody's got diamond hands. That's good. It's freaking good. Run it. Okay. Let's see. But that 15-minute change today would be good.
Yeah. I'm still watching like the 3-minute gap that we have. Still holding that, and that's like my main thing. I want to see
This 15-minute change is quite a bit down there. Wi-Fi problems.
In the trade, put 5 more on. I mean,
They're on.
Fuck.
Well, it's better price now, technically. So. Did you get them there? Better make sure it didn't execute it on like the NQ contract.
there's I'm on
NQ or MNQ?
Well, it's looking like a little bit of a slow day. A slow day.
Your stop loss is scaring me.
It's a bit.
Well, that was on the original 5.
Oh yeah, he's break even right now.
No, it was above. It was like up here.
Above the high originally.
Yeah, because we wanted it to take it.
Yeah.
You may think we're missing the trade, but we're not. It's not in yet. Okay. Still got 12 minutes to the 15-minute change in state. I don't know if I picked a good level that confirms the bearish bias. It is just really hard to then instantly, after taking all-time highs, flip your bias and be bearish. Well, not flip the, like, just expect it to reverse. Like, I think it's statistically less probable
Okay, we inversed the 3 minute
to
there.
see reversal off of that, but it's doing it, so. So in 12 minutes, if we're closing below there, that's that 15-minute change in state. I've got S&T at those highs. Can possibly still make a case for a bullish bias, which would be running back out that high, which it's just because it hasn't had this close yet. If that's happening, then it's a different story. We do have this 3-minute inversion. We got relative equal lows. Where we put the S&T this morning, we do have kind of relative equal lows, is what I would say. So this right there, NQ to drop.
Is that tempo?
This is fine.
Okay, so with this 50-minute candle, it currently is below where we would need to close to get the 50-minute change in state. I thought maybe, but Okay. Back to the charts here. We've got this 5-minute order block we traded into. And again, us wanting to see the all-time highs retaken because of the kind of shallow retracement. Potential 3-minute inverse long right here. So the 3-minute has closed there. So what I don't necessarily like about it is there's no order block right there. There's no 1-minute order block. It's slightly different because we are trading into the 5-minute order block here. Right, there's a 3-minute inversion long. What's that? There's a 3-minute inversion.
Yes.
I'm watching it. There's no change in state, so I haven't taken anything. That's what I was saying. I was like,
We had an hourly immediate rebalance.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I just didn't like shorts because all the, like every time frame you looked at previously had a super bullish close.
Did you know that taking this is fading ICT?
He's in shorts.
Well, he was calling for the sell side,
Mm.
the equal lows. I wouldn't be jumping the gun with any trade here though. Trying not to jump the gun. I do in all-time high scenarios like these trades. Like these are the trades that I take. I mean, it's kind of the same as what I drew out up there where we get that move. But it's just happening discounted. It's very wicky on the 15-minute. I don't even want to pull it up for the live stream to see. It's too messy. Didn't get that. Kind of marking that sell side. I think this 5-minute inversion is going to leave me, or the 5-minute changing state might leave me. I was trying to take that.
No, yeah.
Oh well. It happens to be a 1-to-1 to the all-time highs. I would probably treat it a little bit different than a normal trade. I would try and run it further, but I would manage my stop losses to be traded to that high there. I'll mark that 3-minute inversion out. Just in case we trade back into it now. Got a fair value gap overlapping as well.
Yeah, I'm not going to take any longs just because we already took all-time highs. There's no clear targets for me. I'd probably, unless we like displace through all-time highs with like a, say like a 15-minute gap or something, then possibly. But I'm still looking to see what we do once we take this internal high. See if we take it, form SMT, and then reject. Or if we continue to displace through it.
So, obviously, if you were in on the 3-minute FEG, be a pretty good trade right now. Just waiting for that change in state gives me more confirmation in it. But now it's got to hesitate for another 2 minutes still. So just makes more sense with the 4 hour to expand here
It does, yeah.
than really anything. I am wanting the 5-minute change in state. There. Or doing anything. 5-minute. It's a little 3-minute bounce there. I want to see if that holds.
3-minute BPR, yeah.
If it's not holding, then I'm looking at this as a low resistance run that we will leave for probably after we take the sell side run. If it doesn't go right now. Wow, I waited all that 5 minutes for that 5-minute change in state, and it did not happen. Might be a sign that it is not going to take those internal highs out. I still look at these kind of relative equal lows there and the smooth lows to London low. Like that was what I initially saw in the day too, as like another scenario, but definitely need more structure, and I can't force anything. They're pretty slow open. We were done trading at this time yesterday. I even have a hard time now saying we're going to dump. It is. I put my confidence in it being a consolidation. Everybody was like, "Oh, the price action's clearing up again. The clouds are moving away. It's clear skies now. We're back. The foggy consolidation. I think when it's foggy outside in the morning, it's a consolidation. It's foggy this morning. Is it the 15? Oh, those are 5 minutes. 5-minute order block. The tap of it. Still valid in my opinion.
Still in that 3-minute too.
Well, I like how we trade, like the whole reason why I started looking at that 3-minute inverse was because we had that 5-minute order block that we traded to. I don't even know I don't have that marked up. thought I did. It's just on the wrong candle. Holding the 3 minute. Now we can see something. Now we've got a little bit more structure. Hold on. Okay. We would need to get the 5 minute change to say it in 40 seconds for me to take it. So that's this candle. No, it's not got 20 seconds. So, I hate waiting for another 5 minute candle. If it was a trade, doesn't save my trade. Watch as soon as the 5 minute candle closes. The new one. The new one's gonna do it, eh? Look at this. Always boring live streams when the price action is not that good. There's not much to talk about. You end up just sitting and waiting.
Well, the other thing is, we might be in just a consolidation now, not just on the 5 minute, but like high time frame might just start slowly grinding lower. dumping.
I mean, I do have the idea for a bearish market, but I need that 50-minute change in state, which is could be this candle, but also not the cleanest. Yeah, even the 50-minute close isn't the cleanest close I've seen. I mean, we do it the S&P at all-time highs though, and I would like London low. Well, at least with that logic, there's a lot of room to be in. Yeah, even on ES2. London was fairly far.
Yeah.
So, 3 minutes until this 15-minute close. So on this chart, I'd like to see us hold here for this minute. Next minute, consolidate, close lower through midpoint of that wick there. How we left the highs is a little bit unfavorable for me, but gotta do what you gotta do. Two minutes.
Yeah, the delivery off the high is kind of nasty, hey?
Sorry?
The delivery off the high,
Oh, I did say that. Yeah, this is how we left. This looks unfavorable.
pretty nasty.
One more minute. As long as we're below the imbalance. Okay, hold on. Let me just mark out the 15-minute change in state. Jeez, are you kidding? Just entering is a 4R to the or 3R to the sell side. I don't know, something tells me it can't take that though.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't seem.
The like would trade into the 4-hour order block and then it's like, ah shit.
Yeah.
There's the 50-minute closer. But here's the thing: the 50-minute change is a 2.8R to London low, which is not a bad draw. I just have a hard time with this reversal. This is not the smart money reversal structure I'm used to.
No, it just doesn't seem favorable.
Okay, hold on. SMT. Yeah, well.
But I mean, like, so say you're bullish, and you want to see longs. Where do you want the low of the 10 o'clock candle to form? Like, it's just there's no imbalances.
It's too
There's
deep.
just a bunch of
I think it's already too deep.
there's just lows stacked on top of lows,
I think it's already too deep. I think.
right? Like it's just breaking down here.
There's SMT at those highs, right?
There
Like,
is, yeah.
At the all-time highs, there's SMT. Then we have a 15-minute change in state. That's kind of where the just the 15-minute change in state idea came in. Like you could just take that. But I don't know. I get thrown off with how we left those highs. Here's the thing. I'd fully be in shorts if the 1027 high was above the 950 high.
Oh yeah, if we got like an internal sweep, it would look a lot better.
Yeah.
Then I'd be looking to take shorts out of the
I would be in them on the 15-minute close.
yeah, or I'd look to take the 5-minute gap aligned with the 15-minute order
Not
block.
bad.
If we get a retracement up to there.
I do really see it trading lower though. Like I am wanting to be bearish, but it's gonna take these relative equal lows. Yeah, so I mean, just based on the 15-minute, I did note the 15-minute change in state, but I don't trade the 15-minute that often. And these darn highs, man. You're looking at the little SMT line.
There's yeah. Yeah. But it's not my favorite because it's not with the external high.
No. You have to search for it too, right?
I mean, the one thing I would watch out for though is if YM gets the hourly change in state here in 10 minutes, then it would look, I don't know. It just I don't like that reversal structure we got off the highs. We've said that a bunch of times, but it's like not exactly what I wanted to see. Super slow, lethargic, failing to display slower.
Is this the retracement though? I just can't think about these the shorts yet. I know I said yes, the 15-minute change in state will clear it up, but seeing the 50-minute change in state and the highs, it's not adding up.
We just fell short of that 4-hour order block as well, unless we traded to it on yours, but on mine
We ticked the we ticked it. We traded to it.
we did. Okay.
We should trade to a 4-hour order block here. We left equal lows though, like to the tick. Damn. Right? Equal lows to the tick. See, all-time high long. What I would take is a very good structured long to the relative equal highs, and it's going to have a good risk. It'll have better risk down here. The problem is we are still in the same 15-minute order block that we were the first trade. Right here with this long.
We formed that 5-minute gap, so I'd be watching to see how this 5-minute holds.
It's funny because even if now I was given a really good long setup, I'd look at the sell side and be, why is there equal lows? That's what I'd say.
Yeah.
It's a tricky read today. I do want to be bearish, but I'm currently having a hard time being bearish. higher time frame, oh, this is great. If this were to happen and we got a big 4-hour close through here, that would be good. If we closed, maybe not that far, but we closed like here, that'd be good. Holy fuck.
There we go.
Pardon my language. I was on my phone and I saw that in my peripheral. Like, I wasn't even looking at the chart. That's how big it was. I mean, I got a big screen, but you're in before that.
In a long here. Okay, so 15-minute order block and the 5-minute for value gap traded to there. Looks
Goddamn equal lows.
like it's gonna get inversed.
Gosh, those equal lows, man. I don't put like so much faith in them being equal. It's just, I mean, we traded to them. That's all that matters. We traded below the 939 low. So. If you want to include further lows, we do have technically still SMT. I guess if we ran the 5-minute. That is some volatility. Let's see. It's a minute. One more minute until this 5 minutes closing. But opposing that, we're also trading into the 5-minute order block and the 50-minute order block as well. It's another tap of the trend line in trend line terms.
Yeah, still holding that 5-minute.
Oh, that was the close.
Yeah.
Wow. I've never moved that long. It honestly looks stupid. We have those equal lows that we could possibly take.
Yeah.
I mean, it does feel better trading with the 50-minute changes in state and 5-minute fair value gap.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't take longs just because, all-time highs have just been swept and we immediately rejected off of it. And there's no imbalances in this entire price leg that you can frame anything off of. The only thing is like an internal SMT with some of these like 15-minute lows. But that reaction off of the
I'm probably gonna get in here in a few seconds.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for the hourly close. and then look to see how the next hourly candle opens up and see if I can frame something out of it. But yeah, this 5-minute fair value gap and 15-minute order block are holding very nice.
Okay, I'm in. I took that 1 minute inversion there. Just watching the reaction. My break even's going to be at the kind of lows that we put relative equal lows in with, or equal lows in with.
And I'm just sidelined here.
That's
Equal
fair.
lows below us. We have low resistance above us. I do favor a move lower,
Well, I thought it did too.
but the reversal that we got off of all-time highs is not favorable.
I thought I favored a move lower too, but I got one candled. Freaking one candle right to the stop loss pretty much. It's a bit unfortunate. Mm-hmm. Wow, that's a bit unfortunate. Got the bottom tick fill. Wow. Struggling with this price action.
Well, and the other thing was for shorts, we want to see that internal sweep, and
Well,
we didn't get that, which is unfortunate. And
That's-
I don't think that if it happened now, I would look to take anything, because we're already an hour into the 4-hour candle printing, and it hasn't really done it a whole bunch.
if I'm for shorts,
Yeah.
if we had the internal sweep, I wouldn't short if it went back up to the high.
Yeah, no.
I was basing it off of the reaction of that 15-minute
Yeah.
change in state and 5-minute gap. Also equal lows and the lower draw on liquidity, London low. Took the stop loss there. I had it at the rejection block, or like the bodies. The opening price. Oh, good thing you stayed sideline there. That was.
Yeah, it just wasn't, I don't know. I didn't have a bunch of confidence in it. In this price action with this wiki choppy back and forth, I just even now, I don't even want to really wait around for something.
Well, I don't think there's anything to wait around for necessarily.
The only clear objective was the previous day high this morning, but I wasn't a huge fan of the entry
So what?
that
Now
was
there's-
presented.
What now? There's a. What a weird move there. We didn't inverse the 5-minute. We just opened a new 5-minute candle here.
We did tap that 4-hour order block, hey, on yours.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So delivery off that 4-hour order block, I guess. Get the 5-minute. Oh, it's still in 4 minutes.
Yeah, I know. Like I do like it because technically, ES has a deeper move and it has SMT.
Yeah, because ES took that the 9 o'clock hourly low.
Yeah. I'm not taking it though. I'm just.
Yeah,
like,
I'm not. I
took
wouldn't
that, I
take this
took that
either.
loss. So
Like, it looks decent for longs, but it's just like I have nowhere to target. We took all them highs already.
we should just end the live stream because if you're not gonna trade, I'm not gonna trade. Price action's bad. Right?
Yeah, let's give it another another 30 minutes. I want to see how this 30-minute candle closes.
Did it just open?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Like if we hold this 5-minute gap and the 15-minute order block, and then the 30-minute gets that change in state, that would be a lot more confirmation that I would need. We do have an internal SMT here with YM.
Yes, actually.
Oh, yes, took it too.
Yes, didn't take it.
Oh,
Anybody
okay.
here?
My NQ didn't take it.
Mine you took it.
Okay, so then we have an SMT with ES.
Oh, that 2-minute chart looks horrible.
So that is what if we reject right here and that SMT holds, I could frame that as the high of the hourly candle. And if we get a follow through here on the 15-minute or 30-minute, then there might be a possible continuation trade.
Lower. Yeah. You talking about lower?
Yeah.
Okay. Thought that's what you meant, but just confirming.
Because yeah, if that's the high of the hourly candle, we start displacing lower, then we should see pre-market low and then London low.
This would be a very aggressive run to London's low. It'd be interesting.
Yeah. We're about to get a 5-minute order block here, actually.
Got those equal lows too. So how many points is it to London low? 80. Have that 5-minute close there.
I was going to enter on the tap of the order block, but it never quite got up there. Okay, so we took those equal lows.
Um, yeah, would like to see it follow through, I guess. These equal lows. It definitely does just remind me of a large consolidation, though. Which would be obviously us rejecting off of these equal lows, reversing, running higher. But I mean, the one thing that did look good was the formation of this hourly, how we kind of played it there.
Mm-hmm.
But now that we've taken these equal lows, definitely more suspicious. I think if you were in shorts, it's a good break even. Depending on your expected drawn liquidity, since mine is lower, then if I was in shorts, I wouldn't be taking it off here. I would be going to break even, but I'd be holding for a further profit target. There's a retrace, but it is a little sketchy, as it was off those lows. So you were talking about you want a retrace. I don't know if that's the one.
I wanted the retrace before the lows were taken.
Yep.
And that was not presented, so now I would just be waiting for this 15-minute close. Really, if we get a good 15-minute close here, I'd look to get realigned.
To get realigned
with the expansion.
Spiritual realignment.
No, just get realigned with the expansion.
Realigned? Were you in a trade?
No.
Okay. Well, I hope we see some expansion. Yeah. This is a reversal structure. That's those highs though. Just okay.
Yeah, not very nice.
No, it's not left it clean.
Uh,
I guess my area of interest would be this hourly breaker, but it does conflict this S&T at those highs. So it's not. I'll just watch it there. I don't really expect it to. I wouldn't expect it to reverse off of this if it traded to it.
Five more minutes until this 15-minute order block closes and forms.
I'd like the lower one, like the one at the sell side. Actually, right here, the 831.
Yeah, I want the close down there as well.
We can get one displacement candle. That would be the imbalance for us. Very wiki at that low right there. To take it one more time, but like I said, wiki. This is wait, is this the 5? No, 5 minutes. Sorry, you said. we've got time to definitely form that 50-minute change in state all the way down there. But this internal price action is very consolidation like. Again, I want the displacement. The hourly open is nice though. Like we do have this hourly open, trades higher, internal manipulation, SMT, then we get this initial expansion lower. I want to see that follow through. If we're claiming this is the reversal off of that liquidity sweep, SMT, the 10 a.m. hourly candle kind of consolidated. We want this one to actually do the expansion of the reversal. So that's what we're watching. I'm all for this one.
So we did get the 3-minute change in state there a couple minutes ago. I'm gonna keep an eye on that.
Yeah. I definitely want this 15-minute close. It's got 2 minutes.
I really like how the hourly high has been formed so far.
I gotta reframe this chart here.
Yeah, so a good 50-minute close here would be good. The other thing I'm watching out for
minutes.
though is ES is getting close to its 6 a.m. low inside of that hourly gap. So I'd like to see how ES reacts there as well.
And you not giving follow through those equal lows there that we took?
Because the 4-hour still, like, it hasn't flipped bearish technically yet. The hourly is basically just retracing to 50% of its range so far from the day. We are right at the 50% actually.
I did go to the hourly and put that on.
So we're right at the 50% of the daily range. So if ES takes that low inside the hourly gap and then starts to reverse, I would not consider shorts anymore. Even now, it doesn't look super good.
This 15-minute closes in 1 minute, or minute 17.
Yeah.
I would want that change in state, like I said. I don't know. I've got my draw on liquidities, so liquidities. I've got my draws.
On liquidity.
Yes, and they are lower. One of them being London low. That is the final one for today, I would expect. We've got one at about 24,708. Was another one. Internal range draw liquidity.
30 seconds here until we get the 50-minute close.
The hourly imbalance from earlier is a potential draw too. I want to see us work through that into the discount of the range. But more importantly, the next 15 seconds, I want one full-bodied black candle. Or down candle. Okay, is that the 15-minute change in state?
Yeah, we got it.
We got the 15-minute change in state. So a little bit extra confirmation on the short side of things. Such hesitation now at the sell side. Okay. I'm watching ES for its sell side here.
Yeah. if ES starts melting through the sell side, then
It's very interesting.
NQ is going to follow.
It's very interesting because ES isn't actually moving that aggressively lower, even though it is more bearish because it left all-time highs. NQ took them, which I find slightly weird. Wicking here. I want to see what we do once we get to that hourly breaker. That's so close. Where did you say the TGI Friday?
London low.
So with that first trade I took, it was just one internal manipulation off of the trade. I took it there. Then got stopped out on that move up. Then we put the SMT in, and then we're slowly grinding lower. What is with the volume? The volatility, maybe. Just feels like it's so many wicks.
Yeah, there's no displacement. Yeah, there's nothing really that's like making sense for a retracement.
You want to end the live stream?
You probably could.
We're gonna end the live stream.
Yeah, there's just nothing that's super obvious. Like
It's
I
taking
can kind of frame
It's taking too long.
both ways based on what we're seeing. So,
All right, well, it's a fun live stream. It was a pretty crappy week in terms of price action. Really one trading day, which was yesterday. Today took that loss, so we'll move on. We'll enjoy the weekend, and we'll come back next week. So yeah, thanks for tuning into the live stream. See you next week.